Okay, so before I started my relationship with my body, well, yeah, it was definitely not a positive one. I resented my body pretty much, every fiber of it, and it dominated my thoughts. Like, it didn't leave a lot of room for anything else. I was also not being given the same opportunities as a lot of other people, you know, were. It's hard to love your body when, you want to make a difference in the world and it holds you back. I gotta say, the fact that you get, such a big result from the start, you don't get results at the very end of it. You start experiencing them straight away. I think that's quite a big takeaway from it too. There's just so much that I used to do that I no longer do, and that's now freed up, so much space in my life for other things, because I'm not, constantly thinking about, food or, battling with my emotions. I can open myself up to that. It's just, there's so much more richness in what you experience in the world. I can go days without eating something sweet. I can go days without eating something deep fried and not realize it. I would not have been able to handle it the same way if I hadn't done Brittany's program. I haven't eaten emotionally at all, and it's been like, I'm in my 3rd month now of, forced rest to let this injury heal. And that blows my mind. Like, I haven't realized it. I just haven't realized it. And then I look back and I'm like, wait a minute. It's not a case of I have to consciously try. It's just something that just doesn't even, enter my realm of thinking. I'm in a Facebook group for people who have experienced this injury, and there's so many of them that have come out of the recovery period, and they're like, oh my gosh, I gained like 30 pounds or 40 pounds during this time, because all they could do, they're like, well, I'm sitting here, all I can do is eat, like, out of boredom. I'm not even doing that. I still love food, and in fact, if anything, like, I appreciate it more, and it tastes just so much better, and I'm not turning to junky, crappy, non-nutritive foods for the hell of it. A lot of the things that I experience with my body, the negative feeling, and they're all echoes from things that my mother has, said to me growing up. Being, in my mother's presence again, I wouldn't have had, I don't know how I would have handled that if I didn't have, the program. So my relationship with her has improved massively. How much that relationship has grown when that's a relationship I was trying to quash, I think that's the biggest change. She's lovely and energetic and really, down to earth, straight up and warm, but she's not too fluffy as well. Like, she's, clear, and everything's got a purpose. I'm not going to lie, I was a bit cautious about, the spirituality of it. It, leveraged the spiritual, side of things without being, so disconnected from reality that I couldn't take it seriously. Oh, I loved it. I absolutely love it. I mean, I'm still in touch. In fact, like, just before talking to you, I was on a call with my buddy.
Oh,
so
wow.
even though we've both finished the program, we're still going to keep in touch, and we're still tapping. We're even having the confidence to use some of the techniques outside of, the realm of Brittany's program, because she's covered so much in it. She's given us so much to work with. Your body can't heal, unless, your emotions are healed first. So I would tell them basically to go for it, and to take this time, to practice, this form of self-love and this form of self-growth and this form of healing. Because without it, there's just so much of the puzzle that's, like, not even in the picture. I really appreciate how present Brittany was also there for the whole program. You're getting, a good amount of time with her, and she's guiding you through it. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah, lovely to talk, and it's lovely to actually, express, in a way, just the gratitude that I have for the program and what it brought for me.